Welcome and thank you for listening to this Paragon Edge audio blog. The payments industry is at a pivotal moment, driven by rapid technological advancements and shifting regulatory landscapes. As governments worldwide introduce new legislation to enhance security, transparency, and fairness, the complexity of compliance grows. These evolving regulations demand proactive strategies to ensure resilience and competitiveness. In this blog, we'll explore the critical role of payment testing in navigating the challenges and opportunities posed by regulatory transformations, with a focus on the trends shaping 2025 and beyond. One of the key factors driving change is government legislation. New regulations aim to ensure security, transparency, and fairness in financial transactions. However, these regulations also introduce new complexities for financial institutions, payment processors, issuers, and acquirers. In 2025, it's possible that the regulatory landscape could shift with an intensity that demands immediate attention. Recent developments in the United States are poised to create ripples across the globe, potentially reshaping retail payments as we know them. From debates over interchange fees to proposed structural changes in government oversight, businesses in the payments ecosystem must brace themselves for significant swings and act now to ensure resilience. Navigating this dynamic regulatory landscape requires a strategic response, and payment testing efficiency and accuracy have become more important than ever. As new laws and guidelines reshape payment systems globally, organizations must adapt by rigorously testing their payment processes to ensure compliance, mitigate risks, and future-proof their systems. So, what is happening from a payment legislation point of view in 2025? A high-stakes battle is brewing between the Merchants Payments Coalition and the American Bankers Association over proposed reductions to debit card interchange fees. The Federal Reserve's proposal to lower the base debit interchange fee by 30% from 21 cents to 14.4 cents has reignited tensions that have simmered since the 2010 Dodd-Frank Act first capped fees. For merchants, a reduction means lower costs, which could ease the financial strain in an era of tight margins. For banks, the proposed cap threatens a critical revenue stream, intensifying concerns about profitability and fraud mitigation. Although public comments on this regulatory change closed in May 2024, the Fed has yet to act. The delay is atypical and leaves stakeholders in limbo, illustrating how unpredictable regulatory processes can disrupt business planning. Payment processors, issuers, and acquirers should closely monitor developments and prepare for potential implementation in 2025, as the rule could significantly alter transaction economics. Adding another layer of uncertainty, Elon Musk, appointed to lead Trump's new Department of Government Efficiency, has called for the elimination of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB. In a post on X, Musk declared, "Delete CFPB. There are too many duplicative regulatory agencies." The CFPB, created in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis, has long been a watchdog for consumer protection in financial services. Its removal would mark a seismic shift in oversight, potentially leaving a gap in how consumer complaints, fraud issues, and predatory practices are addressed. While this proposal may seem extreme, its implications for the retail payments space are significant. Consumer trust could falter without clear regulatory safeguards. Regulatory fragmentation could increase as state-level agencies scramble to fill the void. Global impacts might arise as international partners question the stability of U.S. consumer protections. The EU's PSD2 has been transformative for the payments industry. Its key requirements include strong customer authentication, SCA. Multi-factor authentication is mandated to secure transactions and reduce fraud. Open banking. PSD2 requires financial institutions to open their APIs to third-party providers, enabling seamless integrations and fostering innovation. Compliance with PSD2 not only ensures security, but also opens opportunities for new business models and partnerships in the payments ecosystem. In the U.S., the Dodd-Frank Act, particularly the Durbin Amendment, focuses on reducing transaction fees for merchants and increasing transparency in pricing structures for payment processors and acquirers. While beneficial to merchants, these regulations introduce complexities for processors and issuers who must adapt their systems to meet these requirements. GDPR enforces stringent data protection standards, impacting payment processors operating in the EU. Key compliance requirements include data minimization, ensuring that only necessary customer data is collected and processed. Data breach reporting. Organizations must report breaches within 72 hours. Fines for non-compliance. Penalties can reach up to 20 million euros or 4% of global annual revenue, whichever is higher. The Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, PCI DSS, establishes a comprehensive framework to ensure secure card transactions and protect cardholder data, and the updated 4.0 standard came into effect last year. Key requirements include data encryption. Payment systems must use robust encryption protocols to secure sensitive cardholder data during storage and transmission. Vulnerability management. Regular system scans and software updates are required to prevent vulnerabilities that hackers could exploit. Access controls. Strict restrictions on who can access cardholder data with multi-factor authentication for system users. Payment testing is crucial in validating compliance with PCI DSS standards by simulating payment scenarios, testing encryption integrity, and identifying potential vulnerabilities. Noncompliance can lead to significant penalties and increased risk of data breaches, impacting both reputation and revenue. The EU's Digital Operational Resilience Act, DORA, highlights the trend towards stricter operational requirements. Key provisions include mandating regular testing to ensure system resilience, requiring documentation of testing processes to prove compliance. Non-compliance carries significant penalties, fines of up to 2% of total annual worldwide revenues for organizations, individual fines up to €1,000. Third-party providers face even steeper penalties, with maximum fines reaching €5,000. Though currently focused on the EU, similar regulations are likely to be introduced in states across the US, signaling a global shift toward operational resilience in the payments industry. In a landscape shaped by evolving regulations, payment testing has emerged as a cornerstone of compliance and system reliability. Here are 3 critical reasons why payment testing is indispensable for modern payment systems. Ensuring compliance. Compliance with regulations such as PCI DSS, PSD2, GDPR, and AML requires meticulous validation of payment systems. Payment testing simulates real-world scenarios to validate compliance with regulatory standards. It ensures payment systems meet specific requirements, such as secure transaction processing, robust data encryption, and fraud detection. By simulating complex payment flows, organizations can identify potential gaps, reducing the risk of non-compliance that could lead to fines or reputational damage. Fraud and AML compliance is another critical area addressed by payment testing. It validates that systems effectively implement fraud detection mechanisms, customer identity verification processes, and continuous transaction monitoring. This ensures adherence to AML and BSA regulations, meeting the requirements for reporting suspicious activities and preventing money laundering. In terms of data privacy and security, payment testing plays a vital role. While the US lacks a GDPR equivalent, compliance with data security standards like PCI DSS is essential. Payment testing verifies encryption protocols, ensures the protection of cardholder data, and secures storage and transmission of sensitive information. By proactively addressing compliance gaps through rigorous payment testing, organizations can avoid costly penalties and build trust with both regulators and consumers. Payment testing is critical for identifying and reducing risks in various areas. Fraud prevention. By simulating fraudulent scenarios, such as unauthorized transactions or phishing attacks, payment testing validates a system's ability to detect and respond to threats in real time. Performance testing for reliability. Testing under high transaction volumes and diverse payment conditions ensures systems can handle pressure without exposing vulnerabilities. This approach also identifies weak points that could be exploited, helping prevent breaches. Operational continuity. Rigorous testing prepares systems for unexpected scenarios, like power outages or spikes in transaction traffic, ensuring minimal disruption to operations and a seamless customer experience. Emerging technologies are transforming the payments industry, and payment testing ensures systems stay ahead. Integration with emerging technologies. Systems must work seamlessly with innovations like blockchain networks, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and biometric authentication. Efficient testing ensures these integrations are smooth and disruption free. Scalability and growth. Testing helps systems scale effectively to support higher transaction volumes as businesses grow. Performance and load simulations identify bottlenecks, enabling proactive system improvements. Resilience against change. Regular testing ensures systems can adapt to evolving regulations and technological advancements. By maintaining flexible infrastructure, organizations can quickly respond to new demands in the industry. For more than 30 years, Paragon Application Systems has been supporting the payment industry by providing innovative testing solutions that help ensure mission-critical payment systems are always compliant, reliable, and running at peak efficiency. Investing in modern payment testing solutions helps industry participants optimize their testing operations so that they can respond quickly and accurately to new rules and regulations that are almost certain to come in the near future. Adapting to the fast-changing regulatory environment is no longer optional. It's essential for survival in the payments industry. From reducing risks to future-proofing systems, payment testing has become a cornerstone of compliance and operational excellence. With over 3 decades of expertise, Paragon Application Systems is here to help you stay ahead of the curve. Let us guide you in optimizing your payment testing strategies to meet the challenges of today and the innovations of tomorrow. Contact us today to secure your organization's path to success.